Welcome to another video, guys. Today we'll be playing Madden 21, starting a new franchise mode, so new series probably, with the Green Bay Packers. Not like last year where I did the fantasy draft. This year it's the actual Packers roster, and the roster I'm using is made by, on Instagram, Fixing Madden. So he did a great job of the Packers 53-man roster. So all the cuts that they made a couple days ago are in this, and all the guys they kept are in this, and it's very accurate to what their ratings are going to be. And so at quarterback we have Aaron Rodgers, who's obviously one of the best quarterbacks of all time in the game. And so if you look at the red gem type looking thing, it's called Superstar X Factor. So that's where if he gets in his zone, he'll start making plays that he usually wouldn't if it wasn't activated. So there's Superstar X Factor, there's a gold version called Superstar, and then there's a silver version called Star, and then there's normal development. Normal development is probably when you're drafting someone or signing someone out of free agency. You probably want them in the Superstar to Superstar X Factor. So normal, they're just not going to progress as fastly as someone with Star. So quarterback, we have Aaron Rodgers. He is 36, 15 years in the league. He's a 92 overall based on like a 0 overall scale to a 99, 99 being the best, 0 being the worst. He's a scheme fit for us right now. I probably will be changing the scheme so that it fits more players instead of just Rodgers. He's 92 at that. He has 91 field general, 91 strong arm, and he has an 86 overall scrambling. Let's look at his actual ratings. He has a 94 throw power, 91 deep accuracy, 89 medium accuracy, 91 short accuracy with a lot of awareness, so he's going to be very aware and making throws. He's pretty good at throwing on the run and play action. Under pressure, he handles himself, and he has an 88 break sack. So all those are in the green, which are good. 94, maybe a little bit low, but not bad. Not the fastest. He's not a scrambler QB. He is a pocket passer. He's ranked as the fifth best quarterback in the league right now. I'm putting him in the top 3%. And the new rookie that they just drafted out of Utah State, Jordan Love, he will be riding the bench for a couple of years until we are able to trade Rodgers or he just starts not producing. He's going to be our main focus in training, so we're just going to try to get him up to the max overall until we move on from Rodgers. He has hidden development trait, so not all rookies. Some rookies, though, if you draft them in the first, second, maybe in third round, they'll have hidden development trait. So that means they could either be star dev, which is good, it makes them develop faster, it doesn't give them any special abilities. Superstar dev, or like Rodgers has, Superstar X Factor, which is the best you can possibly get. He is 21 years old, he's a rookie. He's a strong arm quarterback, but he does scramble decently well. He's 70 scrambler. If we look at his stats, he has 90 throw power already, and he has 82 deep accuracy, 81 mid accuracy, and 85 short accuracy. So we want to get the accuracy up. His awareness isn't great yet, but his throwing on the run, play action, and under pressure are good. Still got to work on the break sack though. His speed is 81 with 86 acceleration and 77 agility, which is pretty good for a quarterback that isn't already a scrambler. He's only 21, so he'll probably be 24, 23 when he makes his debut for the Packers. So yeah, he's probably going to be the future of this team once Rodgers is gone. And then under him, we got 25-year-old Tim Boyle. His third year in the league. He was, previous to Jordan Love, Rodgers' backup. He's also a strong arm quarterback. I don't plan on using him at all, not much, if at all. Not great. He's a 76th ranked quarterback in the league. Let's see what Love is right now. He is the 35th ranked, so not better than some team starters, but in the next year or two he will be. He's in the top 25%. Moving on to running backs, we got Aaron Jones, who was tied for first in rushing touchdowns with Christian McCaffrey, who is probably the best running back in the game. He has star development. Possibly could see that go up to Superstar or Superstar X Factor in the next couple of years. He is 25. He's in his fourth year. He's an elusive back. Number 10 ranked in the league, putting him in the top 4%. He's pretty fast, not Tyreek Hill fast, but he is fast. He's good carrying. He doesn't fumble much. His problem though is getting injured. He gets injured a lot. Only has 84 injury. You probably want to see that in the 90s, high 90s. But in his the other running backs we have is Jamal Williams. He is 25. He is only normal development. He's in his 4th year in the league, and he is a 78. So that's still better than some team starters. But so he'll be a good option off the bench. He's pretty tough. He has 86. So he'll be his replacement. He's a power back though, so we could potentially move him to fullback. And then our 2nd round pick from this year, rookie A.J. Dillon, who's kind of like a poor man's Saquon Barkley. He's a power back, but he's not too bad at being an elusive back either. He has hidden development, so he'll probably be star. He's 22. He's not super fast, but for a power back, he's not slow. His other stats aren't particularly great other than carrying, so he's not going to fumble. And then under him we have Tyler Irvin. We're not going to use him out of the backfield. He is mostly just going to be our return man on kicks and punts. He's 26 and in his 5th year in the league. And then at fullback we don't have anyone. At wide receiver we have pretty much a star of the offense other than Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. He's 27, going into his 7th year in the league. He's a 94 overall, and he is superstar X Factor, which in some of the other rosters he's only a superstar, so that will help us out. His badge or ability from that is double me, so he'll make more catches. He'll just make more catches that are harder to catch. And then he has some other small ones: outside apprentice and route technician. He is, I don't think it's this year, but the next year he's going to demand a new contract, and we're going to have to give it to him if we want to keep him. He is a 5th ranked wide receiver in the league. All of his stats are green, which is really good. His best stat is he's good at running his routes. He's good at catching too, which you have to be if you're a wide receiver. But he's also got some hops, so he'll be jumping over the some of the cornerbacks. Devin Funches, in this game it says he's hurt, but in real life he opted out of the season because of COVID, and so obviously Madden didn't make a COVID season type thing where there's no fans, none of that, so the players that opted out are just going to be injured in this game. But if we do sign him back, because he's on a 1-year deal right now, he's only 26, or he will be 27. He already has star development, 76 overall, 2nd on the depth chart. He wouldn't be a bad option, but with how much money he'll want, it'll probably be over $10 million. Just don't want to spend that on him, because we have Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's young. He already has an upgrade from the preseason, so we'll use that towards deep threat. He'll move up to a 75 overall, and just to see how that works, under the overall on the top right, so where it says 75 and it has the yellow band around it, under that, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 2,162 out of 10,000 XP. So once that gets to 10,000 XP, he'll get another point, and then you can use that to make him into a 76 overall, or use it to upgrade his route running, physical, or slot. He is normal development, which when I've played this game before, he usually gets up to a star development after the 1st or 2nd year. And then Allen Lazard after him, he's a 71. He also has a skill point upgrade, so he'll be 72. He had a breakout year in real life last year. He's headed into his 3rd year out of Iowa State. And then after him, Equinemius St. Brown. He also has a skill upgrade, so he's a 68. He has a pretty cool name, I think, but other than that, not much. He's only a 68. He's our last in our depth chart. At tight end, we have 5 of them, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We have Mercedes Lewis, who's 36 years old, entering his 15th year. He's more of a blocking tight end than catching. He only has 1 touchdown as a Packer, and he's been here for 3 years. Pretty good. We might not keep him around after this year, because we have 3 young tight ends, or 4 young. Rookie from last year, so 2nd year player, Jay Sternberger, who's more of a vertical threat, and he doesn't block. He's more of like a 4th or 5th receiver on the field. And then after him, we got a guy that's kind of like him as well, Josiah DeGuara. He's a little bit bigger, but none of those guys are used for blocking. That's what Lewis is for. He's a rookie. He was our 3rd round draft pick, and he's already 23, so a little bit on the older side for rookies. And then Robert Tonyan, also not a blocking back or tight end. He's pretty muscular, not muscular, but he's pretty skinny for a tight end, so he's not going to be there for blocking. And then Hunter Bradley, who in real life is a long snapper. That's why he's only a 28 overall, but we probably will get cut eventually. But in real life he's a long snapper, but they don't have the position long snapper in Madden 21, so he's just going to be a tight end. Left tackle, we have David Bakhtiari, the best left tackle in football. He isn't 96 overall. He's 28. He's in a contract year, so we'll decide to probably take him, keep him on the team. He's the #1 ranked tackle or left tackle in the game. He probably will get up to a 97, 98 by the end of the franchise, and then he'll start regressing a little bit. Elgton Jenkins, standout rookie from last year, did really well. He was our 2nd round pick. He has star development, 80 overall. He's 24, and he is the 7th best left guard in the NFL. Under him, we got Lane Taylor, and under Bakhtiari, we have Yosh. I don't know how to say that name. Last year, he has a skill upgrade actually. He is agile, so that is what our scheme for the offense would like him to be. At center, Lane Taylor, sorry, I forgot him. He also has an upgrade, so he'll be a 70 overall. He's a left guard. He is 30 years old, so on the older side. He's in his 7th year or 8th year in the league, I believe. He's a little bigger. But at center, we have Corey Linsley, who is 29. He is 78 overall, so not bad. 17th ranked in the league, just about average. But I don't know how long I'm going to want to keep him around because he might want the money soon. And we have rookie John Runyon, son of a great offensive lineman for the Philadelphia Eagles, who retired a couple years back. But he's from Michigan, 58 overall, so not great. Maybe he can get his way up to center if we decide to move Linsley at all. At right guard, we got Billy Turner. He is 28, but he is getting paid a lot, and he is not worth all the money. We could release him, but that's probably not realistic. He did very good last year, but his overall in the game did not really show that. Stepaniak, he's a rookie from Indiana. He is 23, but he's only a 59 overall. Then at right tackle, Ricky Wagner. I believe he is hurt in real life, but in the game we won't do anything. He is from Wisconsin. He's 30 years old. He'll be a good 1 or 2 year guy, maybe even 3, but we probably want to move on in the draft somewhere. 76 overall, 16th best in the league, so he's solid for right now. And Lucas Patrick, he is 27, so he's a little bit older. He's a 60 overall, so he gets the upgrade there. But a little on the older side for someone that's a backup, but if Wagner goes down, we can move him there. At left end, Dean Laurie, he is 26. His contract is coming up in a couple years. It might be even this year. He's 75, so he's not bad. Not bad at all. He is in his 4th year. He's a power rusher, scheme fit, so fits the scheme on defense perfectly. And he's going to be there for a little bit. Trayvon Hester, 27-year-old, is his backup. He's only 68. He's about to get an upgrade, it looks like, to a 69, but he's not great. At right end, it needs a lot of work. 3rd round pick from a couple of years back. Montravius Adams really just hasn't been the guy who we've wanted him to be. He's in his 4th year. He's just not been great. We definitely need to look to fill this position, as we do right here, as we get Kingsley Kiki to be a 66, so he will move ahead of him on the depth chart, I believe. If we go back, doesn't show it right now, but he will be ahead of him on week 1. Defensive tackle Kenny Clark, he just signed an extension in real life, but in the game he does not have the extension, so we will have to sign him to that. He's a superstar development. He's only 24 years old in his 5th year. Scheme fit, he will be very good for us. And then under him we have a pretty good backup in Tyler Lancaster, who's only in his 3rd year out of Northwestern. He's 25. He is also scheme fit, so we have pretty good backup there. And then next we got Zadarius Smith, who's a superstar. He's an 88 overall. He's a little bit older at 27, so he might start regressing soon. He's a captain. He had a great year last year in his 1st year as a Green Bay Packer. Let's hope he can continue that, because he is a power rusher, so that will be good for us. And then Gary, last year, was our 12th overall pick in the 1st round. Kind of a bust. I don't want to label him a bust yet because it's only been 1 year, but he only had 2 sacks. Didn't do great. Didn't even get a lot of playing time. He's only 72 with no development traits, so that means he won't progress as fast. We possibly could move him to the right end position where there's a gap there, but no point in doing that yet. And then at middle linebacker, definitely want to look at this in the draft. New acquisition, Christian Kirksey. He's 28. Previously played for the Browns. He's a 72. Definitely want to replace him though, because he will start going down overall. And then after him, we have linebacker Oren Burks. Last year was out with an injury. Only 65. He is only 25 though. And under him, Ty Summers out of TCU. Nothing much there. And then Ricky Kamal Martin out of Minnesota. High hopes for this guy in real life. In the game, he didn't have a development trait, so can't really do much with him yet. Hopefully he can progress. And then Preston Smith, only 27. He is an 82 overall with star development, so he'll develop hopefully. Number 5, rank right outside linebacker in the game. Him and Zadarius last year did very good. And then rookie Jonathan Garvin under him. Don't really see him being a starter in our offense anytime soon, if at all. At cornerback, obviously Jair Alexander. He's only 23 years old, already one of the best cornerbacks in the game. He has superstar X factor, 10th ranked corner in the game, going into his 3rd year. He's just a great player, and we will definitely look to make him and Kenny Clark the face of our defense for the following years. Under him, Kevin King. He has star development, and he is a 74 overall as he gets to upgrade there. But he is getting a little, he's not old. He obviously has 5 more good years probably until he's 30. He's 25 right now. But I don't know if we want him to be cornerback number 2. Josh Jackson, he is now a scheme fit as we upgrade him there. He is also he's 24 and he's a star development. So we have good young guys that are going to develop here, but we don't know if they're going to develop to the highest overall that we want them, or if we want to pick a guy over them and trade 1 or 2 of them. Definitely not Alexander. Alexander's here to stay, but King or Jackson we could look to move. Shannon Sullivan, 6'9" overall, not much there. He's might be on the return or special teams. Kadar Holman, same thing. And KB Nento, he might get cut. He is from Colorado, a rookie. He is a 24-year-old rookie though, so that's probably the oldest you'll see a rookie in the NFL. Darnell Savage, he was a rookie last year, also a first-round pick with Rashawn Gary. He's a star development, probably going to be the free safety for the remainder of this franchise. It's only 23 years old. He'll be good. Under him, Will Redmond, and he's 26, 62. Not much. If Savage gets hurt, we might even sign a guy out of free agency because Redmond is not that great yet. And then Vernon Scott, the rookie, out of TCU. He can make a play or two. We might start him if Savage gets hurt over Redmond, just so he can develop a little bit more. And then at strong safety, we have one of the best in the game, Adrian Amos. He is 27. He does have star development, but he is the 6th ranked best in the game. We could definitely develop him into one of the best safeties in the game. And behind him on the depth chart is Raven Green, who is going to be 61 overall after we upgrade him. And He is 25, so decent replacement, I guess, in case Amos gets hurt, but not outstanding. But it doesn't really matter. He's a backup. And then we got Mason Crosby, one of the best kickers of all time, 35 overall, or 30, not 35 overall, 35 years old, going into his 14th year in the league. He is a captain on this team. He's definitely a leader. He's been here longer than Rodgers, 77. And then at punter, he's only 23. J.K. Scott, he does have star development. He's an 80 overall now. He is probably the third, fourth best punter in the game. Sorry, seventh, but he will definitely become one of the better punters in the game, as he is only 23. We spent like a 6th or 5th round draft pick on him, and it was a pick well spent, as he's become very good. Draft picks for next year, we have a first round pick, second round, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and a 7th. We could definitely trade for more. We want to keep this a little bit realistic, so we don't want to be trading our low-level guys that can get us like 80 over, or like a first-round pick. At the practice squad, we got Jaleel Scott, wide receiver. Kyle Phillips, left outside linebacker. He's a little big for a linebacker. He has a gut. He's 273. So, cornerback Jordan Miller. Xavier Crawford, Reggie Bonathan, hope that's how you say his name, Jameson Houston, Albert Huggins, David Wells, Joel Davis, and Jalen Tolliver. So that is the roster. We are playing as head coach Matt LaFleur. We will change the scheme here quick, and then next week, actually I just want to say I'm not going to be playing any games because that gets a little boring, and it's just not that fun. So we'll pick the one that has the best percentage, 82 and 82. We'll pick strong arm because that's what. So we'll pick vertical zone run, 82. But the quarterback is strong arm, so that means in training, Jordan Love will progress more because it's his scheme. Base 3-4 or 3-4 under, probably a 3-4 under, as 95% of the defense is fitting that scheme. Yeah, I mean, that's the best you're going to get. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Our team overall is an 80 with an 84 offense and 77 defense. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for part 2.